Hello, the date is June 21st, 2022. My name is Doug Franks,
I'm Ray Contreras.
and we're here to follow up with some interviews with some people that are very concerned about guardianship and the state of the oversight of guardianship in the state of Florida, which right now there is none.
Yeah, unfortunately, Doug, he's been a legend in this. He's been fighting this since 2012, but there's been bills that he's helped sponsor to put more oversight when it comes to professional guardians. In 2016, he made a big scene here in Tallahassee, and we thought things would change in 2016. The people here in Tallahassee were saying, this is going to be a big problem in 4 years. They were saying things in the Senate that, there'll be episodes in 60 Minutes on how much abuse is happening to our elderly, people that are coming here to retire if we don't do something to fix it now. That was 2016. It's 2022 now. We've had 3 different secretaries for the Elders Affairs, 3 different ones. The latest one being some PR lady who worked at a water park that's now bankrupt. And Ron DeSantis just appointed only $500,000 to the OPPG office for their budget this year, while donating $18 million to Alzheimer's. And I'm all for donating money to, try to find a cure for a disease, but at the same time, we need to realize what's happening to our elderly, what's happening to our seniors that moved here after they made their hard work in other states and thought they could come to Florida and safely retire. And what we're seeing is basically nothing's changed since 2016. There's no database, there's no accountability, there's no limit on how many people can be appointed to one professional guardian. So you could have 1 million people assigned to a professional guardian that's 18 years old that just dropped out of high school, because you don't need anything to become a professional guardian in Florida. It's a 40-hour online course, and anyone can do it. You could be a convicted criminal and you can do it and get away with it. And you don't have a boss. There's no one to report to, so you do whatever you want. You take as many rich old people as you want. You spend their money as you want. If you want to give yourself a raise, you give yourself a raise. There's no one to tell you otherwise. And this industry has taken off with the lawyers helping these professional guardians, and the judges, they don't care either. So there's no safety net, and it's unfortunate that these crimes and atrocities are happening to so many hardworking Americans that have moved to Florida thinking it was safe, and it's frankly not. It's the complete opposite.
Ray has introduced some new ideas, a new fix for some of the issues we've had. So there's some blueprints we're working on that we may and we will share with other people, so they may be able to bring their cases forward, and so that people will be able to look at them and say, wow, there is consistency here. Right now, it goes to the Office of Public and Private Guardians and it dies there. It doesn't go any farther. There's just no follow-up on it, and that's part of some of these research papers that have been done that have found that nothing's happening. So again, we need your help. There's Rick Black with XEER. There's Dr. Sugar, Sam Sugar with OPPG. He's still involved in this to some degree. And there's other organizations that we all are trying to go to the same end game. And we need people's help to believe this is real. There's a movie on Netflix called I Care a Lot. See the movie and see how horrible it is, and then know it's 10 times worse than that. My life, Ray's life. Everybody's life is turned upside down. We're almost destroyed, but there's 2 good fighters that we're going to stick in this thing and duke it out until we win, and we will win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we need to just keep at it. Realize that we're not going to let these lawyers take over our families and our lives. I mean, I came to Tallahassee one time without knowing anybody, and I got to meet Doug Franks. I got to meet Hillary Hogue and Rick Black and many other strong advocates. I've been fighting this for many, many years, and the reason it's been such a hard fight is because there's so much money being spent needlessly by these attorneys and these guardians that the Florida bar thanks them and rewards them for taking the money, because it's created this industry where it's no longer about being an ambulance chaser. It's now about being a senior citizen chaser. I mean, they're specifically going to places where there's high population of senior citizens, like Ocala, Pinellas County, or Orlando, Palm Beach, Polk County. I mean, and they're talking to your bankers to find out how much value is in your portfolio. They're talking to your doctors. I mean, nursing homes have professional guardians on staff ready to take over your life. Hospitals, if they're tired of you being in their room taking up space, they'll appoint a professional guardian for you just to get you out of the hospital, and then that professional guardian will immediately sell your house and all your assets to pay themselves to put you wherever they decide they want to, which is really anywhere. There's no standard of care. We're finding cases where they're putting people in houses with convicted felons that have no experience in caring for the elderly, people who have no access to medicine, therapy, nothing. There's no oversight, and it's simply for greed, and it's got to stop. And our founding fathers, came here for a reason, for freedom. And they talked about how our rights are inalienable. We can't trade rights. We're not slaves. You can't just take away our civil rights away unless we're convicted of a crime and there's a jury that looks at the evidence and makes that decision. But what's happening in guardianships is that these court insiders, without a jury, are taking away your civil rights based on nothing. They say you're not acting well, you're spending too much, or you have the beginning stages of Alzheimer's, even though you've been driving by yourself for hours and managing all your businesses. It's like they're exaggerating any condition they can just to get access to your money. And Doug and I are going to keep on fighting with many others like Hillary Hogue, Sam Sugar, and Rick Black, and many more that want to join. That next session in Tallahassee, we're going to keep fighting to make new bills to make this racket stop.
It's not only Florida; it's the entire United States. You're not safe in any city, in any state, in the union. Even overseas, they're doing the same thing. So it is something where people have discovered how to take this money, how to make a little mini stimulus out of each person's mother or father or their child that is disabled. So this is something, again, it's real. We need your help. We need people to support us. The most marginalized group in the United States today is the elderly. That's the people. Because they're every race, every sex, everything is, you get old enough, you're one of those groups, and you're the group that's being taken advantage of. We really appreciate you guys listening to our video. Please share it to other people, and join us and ask us questions, and we'll try to help you. Thanks for your time. I guess we're signing off from Tallahassee.
Thank you.
Bye now.